Tovshin Ayin Hey, Parshas Zohar, also Tetzave Zohar, Erev Purim. We'll have another shiva for Purim, maybe we'll have next week. Tuesday we'll see. Probably Purim, so also for the guys who are going back to America. Parshas says this week's Parasha at the beginning. Get for the ato hakre leilachas aron achil etorito v'tovnei Yisroel achan oili. They should be the kehanim. They should do the service in the Beis Hamikdash. Aaron Aaron v'osiso v'dei kodesh v'Aaron ochicha l'chovoid u'siforis. The Chavoid Usiforis. So there's a special command to make Big Day Kodesh. We see from the pasuk, "V'osiso v'gdei kodesh." There's a mitzvah to make big garden. Who's the mitzvah on? Mashma Moshe Rabbeinu, "V'osiso v'gdei kodesh na'arachicha." Right? It says, "V'osiso v'gdei kodesh na'arachicha." There's a deal that Moshe Rabbeinu should make the Big Day Kodesh, the Chavod Luciferus. You see there's a special din that the Big Day Kodesh should be made the Chavod Luciferus. You understand the in of the Chavod Luciferus, I see the Archag, but it's more on that. What's the in of the Chavod Luciferus? Maki and Kavanas Hashem Baruch the Chavod. Achashavodiyah Maseim Bo'ifneim, and Vodiyah. He tells you how to make them. What's the in of the Chavod Luciferus? I mean, you know this special with God. What's the in? So the Meister Ramban be'emes answered this kasha a little bit. The Ramban says she nichpar mefur ma'abush nichpar mefur orim. We want to understand there's a special honor they should have, a special yichud of godless they should have. We want to be maz with that Be'ez Hashem. The Emes this foreigner also he tackles this question. He said, "The Chavod ha'el Yisrael, he used big day kodesh la'avod also." We're going to be expand on this Indian, as this foreigner says, the Chavod ha'kodesh baruch, because we're using it for avodah. Also, we find an interesting zah. This week's Parshas Amalek, the Parshas Zohar Sheshoach Amalek Baderech Tzeitzim Mitzrayim Shekolcha Baderech. We want to understand the Indian. Because Baruch is Tetzave, Oyev Aniach Hashem. We call it Lechem Yisrael Timcha Zeicher Amalek. There should be no remembrance of Amalek in this world. Tzivoy of tackling Amalek and destroying them, wiping them out, not wiping out only their physical, but only Yimach Shemam, their whole name should be mentioned ever again on anything in this world. There were other people that attacked us. Mitzrayim was Meshabed us. What is the yichud of the Timcha Zeicher Amalek that we have to wipe them out? And be'emes, we know that the tzivoy of Timcha Zeicher Amalek is a mitzvah d'oraisa, even b'zman hazeh. And avad that mitzias of Timcha Zeicher Amalek is Bekuyim al wiping out the Etzma Molek, but And with that we have to ma'oyer, as the first Chinuch brings down, the purpose of reading the Schiras Amalek is to ma'oyer us the sinah, the hatred of what Amalek did. We want to analyze this issue of Amalek. What's the atrocity that they did? Why the severity of the punishment? And how does it pertain to us? B'Banazeh, and about they said the Sefer was B'Kayim B'Maisa. The person has an Amaleki, obviously. See, one of Amaleki, we know what about it's Amaleki, we never have to kill him because the mitzvah got the even on Kol Yochel V'Yochel. But the Maisa, you want to understand in our terms also. Weiter, we want to understand the meaning of Purim. The word tells in Megillah, Yud Beis, Shoal Talmidov, es Reb Shimon bar Yochai. The Talmidov of Reb Shimon bar Yochai asked him a question. The Neimon is Chayvu, Oisin Ador Kloya. Why would they Chayv Kloya in that generation? Why would they Chayv destruction in the generation of Mordechai and Esther? So if the more Imuatem, you should say, so he said, Mibnei Shenenu Sudas Achashverosh. They had enough of the Sudah of Achashverosh. So he said Reb Shimon bar Yochai came to Shushan, they had enough, okay. They had Festa Suda, Shmakas Shach Suda, 180 days. That's a party. We make a party. 180 days. Shmaka party. So he said, okay, but the Maisa, but Reb Shimon bar Yochai had a halami that would, if not for the svara that Im came to Shushan, okay, but if not for that svara, it would have been right this svara. They should then have been Achashverosh. So Chiyun, why would Mechayev Kloya? We should then have been Achashverosh. Im Timsel Loimar, and if you want to say that because in the Sudah Achashverosh there was Tarfus. And there was Machalas Asuris. So, at the end of the day, even if that's the Svara, the Chayra, that wouldn't cause such a severe punishment. Okay, so they ate trade foods, they ate Machalas Asuris. Oh, it was a kosher sign, flashing, kosher. And the flashing thing was off, whatever was on was off, but it wasn't really kosher. But Soiva Shaldover, not so partial, but the Gemara zogt in Megillah Yud Gid Beis. La'aso is Kirtzoin Ish V'ish, Kirtzoin Mordechai V'Esher Heim Hayu. They were the bartenders, the one says. We're not letting the Haman touch the wine. Hayin Netzech, that's Shalom. You go to a party, it could be the worst party, but no Hayin Netzech, that's Shalom. Not letting the Goyim Chali Shabbos touch it. What are we doing at that part? In the first place is a different shop, but no good. Bartender can't be going. I'm not going to take a drink from it. Beer will take, not one. Doctor. What's the Indian boy say? So the feed the time of the Gemara, there was a bigger kasha because there was kosher food. And Mordechai was there, and Stami made sure that they had good cater for the Jews, hot meals, airplane food. Whatever they had over there, wrapped up, gourmet glatt, whatever it was, and make sure there was delivered kosher food. So what's the pshat? So I want to say like this. V'asisa Big Day Kodesh la'aron achicha lechavod l'sefaris. There's a tzivo in this week's parsha. They should make Big Day Kodesh. Stam and Muska could be the reason why they Tetzave to Moshe to make it is because maybe like the Gemara about Metzira Chia that Moshe made us to put all the kavanas into it, and Shafa Beged that has special kedusha. But the yisoid of the Chavod L'Sefaris is to bring out the not only the chashivas of the avodah, but to stand out the uniqueness of the avodah. That a person that's serving the Rebbeinu Shalom, doing avodas Hashem, has to know, it has to be apparent to him that he's different, that he's someone different, that he has a different neshama, that he's a higher plateau, he's a higher human being. The Kohen, the Chahanoi, the Kohen's avoid the Beis HaMikdash, and he's allowed to go into places, shows that he has a different set of level of Kedusha. But the Beged, the purpose of a Beged, Rabbi Yisai, Rabbi Yossi says in Shabbos, Al Tikri Begodai El Mechabdai. Don't call my Begodai, don't call Mechabdai. I mean, the ones that honor me. The Yisod of a Beged is Be'emes to bring out, in an outer form, who is inside. By seeing the Beged is a uniform that I understand a little bit about who that person is. That's why more chasher people, we are chasher. That's why Rabbi is called Mechabda. Because no one be'emes can see who the person is, but by wearing that Beged, the Melech wears the Beged, the Melech shows who he is. You understand? That's a king. Because both we want us to know that when you go into the Kohen, you were picked out to do the avodas Hashem Yisbarach in the Kodesh HaKadoshim, because your neshama, your level of kedusha that's lit bifnim is so great. And I want you to realize that when you're doing the avodah, that you have a neshama acher, you have a higher avodah, you're a higher spiritual being. Not only be'etzem. The Kohen will speak, take that to be Meshoyos Hashem. As the Ram speaks out, but the point being to be other, because they didn't sit in the Chet HaEgel, they had the big connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When the Gehanim were picked out, because that level of Kedusha is lit in their neshama. And said Moshe Rabbeinu, make for them big. Said HaKadosh make for them special. But all of them, when they do the avodah, they have to realize who they are. They have to realize their significance. That when you kind of serve that avodah, you have to know who you are. You have to know your spirituality level. Someone asked me last week's party about the Kasha. I was at a Kiddush last week, and he asked me about the Kasha. He said, what's the pshat? Yaakov Avinu saw Ruach HaKodesh that there's going to be a Mishkan. So he said, you know what, there's going to be a Mishkan? So he planted wood, and he put and that Klal Yisrael should carry this wood, should have this wood and take it with them. So what's the aim of him planting the wood? So we can say the same story that it comes from Yaakov Avinu. What's the Kedusha? But why Erez? Why cedar wood? Everybody who knows about cedar wood, Erez is a lashon of gaiva. That's the end of cedar wood, right? It says in the Parshas with Tzoyra, you take the cedar wood because it's gaiva, because it's lashon hara, it's about gaiva. If we have to do kapara, that's what we're putting in the Beis HaMikdash. So I thought of a pshara, but I said maybe the remez is Vayit Baliba B'Darkei Hashem. That when you come to do avodas Hashem, people know there's a midah of gaiva. People say it's a midah of gaiva. Why is there a midah of gaiva in the world? Every midah has a purpose. Guy's haughty, guy has haughtiness. What's haughtiness for? There's a Vayit Baliba B'Darkei Hashem. When it comes to avodas Hashem, a person has to know who he is. A person has to know his level. A person has to know his chashivos. And he doesn't know that. He doesn't understand that. You can't be Oived Hashem. You can't become to the right mile of Darek and Avodas Hashem if you don't know your chashivos. If you don't know who you are. And the Kohanim have to know they were selected out of all of Klal Yisrael. Because they didn't do the Chet HaEgel. That's the rumors also, that we don't take the Avada Kohanim Shluchot done also. But they have to know they were picked out because of the high hand of the Hashem. They have to know you Chashim when you go in to serve Hashem. Take the cedar wood and put it into the base HaMikdash to know that when it comes to Darech Hashem, serving Hashem, we have to know the guidance, the Yeshivas, the greatness. In Siman Tzaddik Ches, in Shulchan Aruch, it's brought down in Avodas Hashem is Dugmas Avodas Beis HaMikdash. One of the reasons we down to the Kiyah, the more we had the more in Brachos, Bafem and Beis, that the reason why you're down by the Kiyah should be a Chatzitza. The Mechaber brings the Siman Tzaddik Ches also, but just like the Kehanim, serving the Beis HaMikdash, there's not supposed to be a Chatzitza in the floor, so too. That Avodah, every Avram we daven in Beis HaMikdash. Every time we daven, it's Dugmas Korban. And therefore there shouldn't be Chatzitzas. There should be Chatzitzas. Kviyas Mokum also. As every Korban, there's Kviyas Mokum for every Avodah. Shkitas of Tzafayim. There's a Kviyas Mokum for Avodah. And there he said in Siman Tzaddik Ches, a person should have special begodim. Begodim Yuchad, people don't know that. When you come in to serve Hashem, you should have special begodim. So even if a guy wears whatever even if a guy when he's down, he's put on a t-shirt and jeans, you should know that when he comes to down, he should change his clothes. You should come to them it's as if you have. And we could add maybe the voice that that's the end of the tefillin. But we have dafka by tefillin, the end after we have tefillin by davening. Today we only wear it by davening. But we don't take even by davening we wear it. Why? Why? Dafka by davening to wear tefillin? Chavul is the first, we go to tefillin's pe'er. As if the tzitz. That's the yisoid. It's the yisoid of the bikurim that you wear b'shazan, it's it. The yisoid is to understand that every yid, Rabbi said, has a darga of kumin. The atem tiyu li mamlechas kohen v'goy kodesh. The yatem tiyu li is the nice. Yet the yid has a darga from mamlechas kohen v'goy kodesh. And MK, the begodim that we wear is bringing it out. That when you come to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that oif, you have to know who you are. You have to know your chashivas. Then you can attach to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Person doesn't know his chashivas, he's not going to attach. He'll already figured. So I'm not shy of Avodas Hashem. So it's going to scare you away. You come to serve the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, person has to know his chashivas. Rabbi said, Ulai Efshe, we could say that that's the problem of enemy Yisroel Achashverosh. But the Gemara Zok to Megillah, the Kelim Shoyim. You read that Lashon Eicher, Rabbi said. Some say they make a vitz of that. Some say that the Litvish also enjoy the Megillah. But anyway. What's the part? What's the Churban? Sagt the Gemara in Megillah, Yud Aleph, that Achashverosh took out the big day kahuna. So Rabbi Chasman has a word, I always say, oh, this word. Different you saw it. But he says that that's the reason why they were part of the enemy Achashverosh, because of this you saw it. The enemy Achashverosh, let's picture the singer by his side. The guy's kosher food. The CRC has given the hechsher on Achashverosh's Suda. All catered food, wrapped up, very beautiful, fancy jackets, nice hamburgers. There's a guy grilling. Mordechai has that little stupid hat on. He's grilling on the side. Pouring. Anyone want a drink? Oh, don't go that side of the Suda. Hey man. Oh, Almonds on the other side. He has non-kosher wine. No non-kosher wine here. You're not allowed to have it. It's pouring. Mordechai sitting with that hat, barbecuing. Anyone want ribs? And all of a sudden, this guy takes some nice ribs on his table, beautiful schmack of ribs. I'm sorry, I'm giving this one before supper. And he has, anyway, you guys are not going to get this. So anyway, but he has and then he has the French fry on the side. And there he is. How about the Heinz? Squeeze out that Heinz. Any Goldens, mustard over here? All of a sudden he sees Achashverosh walking a parade out with the big dekuna with the tzitz. And he's parading out. And here he is, Yankel Pfefferkorn. He just bit into the mustard's coming down the side of his face. Hey, finally just takes another bite. You see it? You see what's going on? He's eating his hamburger. He's up to the and he's eating he's enjoying his Frankfurter, kosher Frankfurter. And he's looking at Achashverosh. You could be man at such a moment. The title wasn't the code Kashmish Nadava. The title was how's it Shaykh. It means you lost your whole feeling for Yiddishkeit. That's it. If a guy can come out with the tzitz, if he come out with the big day kahuna, but I want to say more of you were saying. The pshat is that the Avdul Lachem in Ha'amin, the realization that we're higher than the God, that our neshama is much deeper, that the big day kahuna only shy out to us because we're shy out to that ability. HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'avtem tiyuli. The Chil Hashem Shabo. That's the time. The Chil Hashem. Then how could it be? As the Ber Yitzchak learns, the Ber Yosef learns, the Yosef Salant, that the Aveira when Pinchas is with Zimri, Haboah Aram is Karon Poigim, but what's the Inyan of Misal, or Haboah Goy is because the Yerida of the godless of a Yid to live with a Goy. It's not the Aveira Shabbat, it's the lowering of the godless of a Yid. That's what he wants to ma'amad also, Agonim Esakasva. Somebody who steals a keli from the base of Migdosh. It's not the Aveira Shabbat, it's pshat is that you're lowering the whole is the Kedusha, the godless of Mocha. And that's the pshat over here. The Chil Hashem. The Chil Hashem. Shenelemi, you could have a north such a suda. You could see Achashverosh parading with the Kohen Gadol's Begodim. The Begodim Mashayach to call Yisroel, to the Tatam to you, the Melech's Kohen Gadol. That means you've lost your whole distinction between the godless of a Yid and the guy and what a Goy means. And there's no chance. It's over. And this is, Rabbi, I believe, this is the Taina. But this is the strong animosity Keneged Amalek, the sinner. Because this is the camp for Amalek. Amalek's camp is to take away the godless Yisroel. The camp is not a camp for territory. The war is not a war to destroy the physical Yid. The war is to undermine this Yisoid of the godless Yisroel. That we are Mamlechas Kohen and Goy Kadosh. That we have a chelik in us, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did this tremendous names for us because our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu is on a different level. B'ni b'choy Yisroel, b'ni matem l'Hashem l'Keichem. We're on a different level altogether. They wanted to pull that off. They wanted to take away from us our feeling of greatness, of who we are. Baderech b'tzeischem Yitzrayim. When you were going out of Yitzrayim, when you're going out of Madrega, you just saw all the nisim. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu did nisim for you and showed us who you are. The Amalek's koyach one was trying to show that Klal Yisrael, take it easy. You're nothing so great. Hashem's relationship with you is nothing better than anybody else. You're not such a great v'haraya. But this is a milchemes against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu was the one who was boicher ba'am Yisroel. And you're undermining HaKadosh Baruch Hu's bechira, which was done by when Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim. It was bocha avonu mikol ha'amim. Hashem chose us as a nation. He's going against that bechira of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He's trying to take away, say that bechira is not true. And undermining this bechira. That's milchemes Hashem. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu is getting involved also. Trying to undermine my bechira. I'm the one who chose Klal Yisrael for a nation. This is my nation. This is a war against Hashem. But the tachlis and tachlis of Molech Hashem Koracha, to cool off this whole Yisroel, that there's a relationship between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu different from the whole Army. That we have a relationship with Chasam V'Kala, I want to say it, like the Har Sinai. We have a relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu as husband and wife, as son and father. It's a different relationship. We're a much higher being. We're chutzer from a different level. This is what they're trying to sever. Therefore, the Kodesh Baruch Hu was finished with all the nations. When you finish with all your nations, you battles. You conquered the land. You've conquered the land. There's no territorial gain anymore. There's no need to fight them to gain any more territory. There's peace in the land. You're secure in your homeland. Timchazeh, you got to still wipe them out. Because their name, their zeicher, any mention of Amalek is a zeicher that wants to undermine our chashivas, who we are. That's the mitzvah of Mechiras Amalek. The mitzvah is to blot out that yisoid. That yisoid, that Klal Yisrael, attempt you, Mamlechas Kohen V'nei Kodesh. That you're the nation that shayach to the bechira from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to be His nation. That's the Timcha Zecha Amol Mitachas HaShamayim. This was Haman's plan. Haman saw that Klal Yisrael is Yishenim in HaMitzvahs. Haman saw that with Taka Rafi Yudayim and HaTorah. Haman saw that we weren't aroused in our neshamas. Our relationship with HaKadosh, with Taka not acting in that direction. Because Baruch is not going to be ma'ir for us. Klal Yisrael themselves are already separated. That's why Klal says the Mechilta that they only come. The smichas of Refidim, to an in of Amalek, Vayov Amalek, Hared B'Shala. So the Mechilta, is Machu Rafu Yudayim and HaTorah. What's Rafu Yudayim and HaTorah? This is Yisoid. We weaken. We start to miyash on ourselves, and we're not roy, we're not worthy. We get tired, we get weary. From serving Hashem, we don't realize the chashivish, we don't realize what's licking on the shamas, how high we are, how chashiv we are. And we weaken in this area. So Amalek is the mokum for Amalek. That's what we're exactly trying to do. That's the way it only comes at that stage. When they see what we ourselves have started. But that's what they try to do in the world. They try to bring in this yisoid. And we can go back a little bit of this. Be masbrit. The yisoid of Amalek. Where does this come from? The yisoid of Amalek, if anybody knows, is Timnah. Timnah was the mother of Amalek. She lived with Eliphaz. And we know that Timnah was somebody that wanted to attach herself to Klal Yisrael. Avram pushed her aside. She was rejected from Klal Yisrael. So she got rejected. And she went, oh, okay, we'll try something else. We'll go with Eliphaz. She was rejected. And that rejection of being not able to comment the